After 25 years of active volunteer service, Melvin Fielke has decided that it's time to farewell the Loxton Historical Village. He spent a good chunk of the past couple of decades helping out at the village there, but he recently decided to retire and has been fittingly farewelled from the group. Melvin, good morning.
Hello?
Hello there. Well, this is amazing. You've been there for so long, but you've decided to step back. But before we talk about that, let's go back. What made you want to volunteer at the village in the first place?
Well, when our farm was sold, I had to do something. I was still in reasonable condition. And so I found my way down there and I was immediately accepted.
Lovely. So what have you enjoyed about the work over the years?
Well, mainly, Matt, was the restoration of old tractors or motor cars. It was quite a joy to work with them. Of course, you've finished up with a lot of dirty clothes and dirty hands and dirt under the nails, fingernails. But I also took a particular interest in the merino sheep that were there. There's been 3 merino sheep there for quite some years, and because I had a passion for merino sheep when I was actively farming, I took to them.
Wow. Yeah, and it's just great to see you. So what's made you decide to retire now, Melvin?
Well, I was in an age bracket where in many industries, people of old age are not accepted, and there's a reason for that. You cannot be insured when you age, particularly when you're over 90, like I am. Mm. And then, of course, litigation comes into that too. If you get injured, you haven't got a foot to stand on. So I think it's time to pull up my traps and move on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Melvin Fielke, who we're talking to this morning, has been a volunteer at the Loxton Historical Village for a couple of decades now. It'll leave a bit of a hole in your routine, your weekly routine. Will you miss it, Melvin?
Oh, for sure. Yes, for sure. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably, now that I'm heritage listed, I'm probably too old to mix in with other organisations, so I think I'll just take life as it comes.
Oh, lovely. Heritage listed, I love it. Dear. So, I mean, looking back over the time, though, are you proud of the fact that, your years of volunteering have helped to make the village the place it is today?
Well, I just have a passion for anything old, and it needs to be retained for the following generations that are coming along. Mm-hmm. And so I blended in quite easily with others, and of course other volunteers come there too, and they also come there with their different skills. And together, when we're restoring something, it happens.
Yeah. Melvin, been great to chat. Best of luck for the future as well, and glad you've been able to give that service to the village as well, and they've recognised that for you too.
Right, good.
No worries. Thanks, Melvin. Have a good day.
Rightio. Only for you, Matt.
Yeah, Melvin Fielke, volunteer at the Loxton Historical Village for a couple of decades there. What is it, 20? It was 25 years? Yeah, more than 25 years of service as a volunteer there at the village, and time to take a step back, but certainly made an impression on the place as well, which is great to see.